All right, so here's the dilemma. When I had the 1915 in here, I was shredding the splines on the brake drums. And the best solution I could find at the time was to put blue Loctite on the splines to fill the gap between the fingers on the splines. And well, that worked. I stopped breaking brake drums and started breaking transmissions. So it appears that the blue Loctite is locking it very tightly. I cannot get this stupid brake drum off. So I don't need any of these swing axle components. I don't need this transmission, but I do need the e-brake lines, and I don't want to break those if I can help it. Try as I might, I cannot get that little access hole to undo the cable. It's really locked in there, and I really don't have enough room to get in there. So part of me, I just want to take the angle grinder and just cut a hole in this thing and throw away the drum. Well, I guess I'll be throwing away everything, right? Because I can't even get this thing off. But the other part of me, I kind of feel like making a tool, kind of like a gear puller, more or less just to give myself some more fabrication experience, I guess. So I have some 3/8 plate. I'm gonna put some holes in it to match the lugs, and then I'll weld a nut onto it for a giant bolt, and we'll make a makeshift drum puller. So I'd like to be able to hit all 5 lugs, but I just don't have enough steel for that. I might be able to get 3, so we'll see how it goes. So I don't have drill bits that'll go to that diameter, so we're gonna have to torch cut. So it should be a fun video. Oh hey, and before I forget, there's some good news. I was able to sell the 1915cc engine. It's no longer here. And even better news is I was able to find a young college-aged student that he's a kinesiology major, so couldn't find that mechanical engineer like I was hoping. However, he's a very motivated, smart young guy, and so he's got the engine at his place, and I'll be teaching him how to set up the whole fuel injection system and teaching him how to tune it and whatnot. So that may be another video. I don't know, we'll have to see if he wants to be filmed, so we'll see about that. But I'm so happy I was able to find a motivated young individual that's going to continue on the project and enjoy it like I did. So one other thing I noticed, take a look at this. So this is that input shaft on the old trans. Let me bring this nice and close, and I'll try to hold it steady. Look at that. So I don't know how well it's showing, but this isn't just in and out. This is like got side to side and up and down. So yeah, this guy's toast. I went and took the CB Performance, I think they're CB Performance mounts off the engine side and off the nose cone side. So this guy's just kind of free floating in here. I wanted to get those mounts to him because he was breaking those factory mounts. Those factory mounts never last, especially under torque. So yeah, this guy's just sitting on the frame rails. Not ideal, still got the jack under it. Yeah, but like I said, got to get those e-brake lines out, got to get that other brake line out. But anyway, let's get to making a little gear puller tool. Okay, so my plan, I have a little piece of 3/8 plate steel, 3 inches wide. I don't know how long this one is. This is like a 3-foot chunk that I've used for projects over the years. So let's see, let me set this guy up here. All right, so the plan is going to be put a couple holes in it and use the original lugs and probably some fatter washers. Clamp it tight, and then somewhere in here, wind up with that. Gonna have a big hole and a welded nut, and got a big bolt. It's something like a 7/8 or something like that, or 3/4. Anyway, put pressure on the end of the axle there, and try and pull this guy off. So I'm hoping that's gonna work. If not, I'm gonna cut this thing up. So let's get to it. Alright, so this thing is still very hot, but we'll real quick show you the fitment. It's that's ugly. Well, that's what you get when you're torch cutting stuff. So no excuses, right? Okay, let my hand cool off a bit. Okay, let's try this again. That started. There we go. Finger tight. All right. Well, so the intelligent person will notice that this guy flush is too tall. So we're gonna have to build up some support around here, which not the end of the world. So we're gonna have to let this cool. We're gonna make some marks. We'll probably come in and we'll probably tack weld some stuff on here to basically mark our little risers. I think I have enough scrap 3/8 plate to build this thing up. So it'll make a little more sense when we can actually see it, rather than me talking about it. Well, so I forgot that I don't know how to weld stuff vertically. So we got these guys tacked in. We're gonna take it back to the, well, at least somewhere I can lay it flat, probably on the floor in here. Get these guys welded up. Yeah, it fits a little tight. I can always make these bolt holes a little bigger. Probably gonna have to end up building up a good amount here to make the nut for the puller work. But overall, it's coming together. Not too long of a process, so it's going well. Alright, so I didn't film every step. So if you're a welder, I'm sorry, I didn't do very good. I did alright on this guy on the 3/8 joint there. Not so good on the other 3/8 joint. And I haven't cleaned up the nut, but that one's still kind of ugly. So that's frustrating, but I am not a welder by trade. So anyway, we're gonna buzz this together and we'll see if she works. Alright, so to make long story short, this brake drum is kicking my ass, dude. So the tool I made worked fine. Well, at least it should have. The bolt in that little recess, it started, I don't know, lathing itself, I guess. So it extruded up and then also pushed material that way, so that was interesting. I think the threads have stretched themselves inside the nut. Either that or the residual little bit of rust on this thing locked it up. But either way, using the breaker bar to loosen it, sheared it. That's why they call them breaker bars, right? But the tool in general was working fine. I didn't see any signs of flexing or bending. Ideally, what I probably need is a much bigger nut and bolt. Ideally, one that covers the whole face. We might try that tomorrow. But I think I said it earlier in the video, I also have the option of just sacrificing this brake drum. I don't think this thing's gonna come out. I think that Loctite, even though it was just blue Loctite, I think it's a permanent solution for this brake drum. So that's frustrating, but I need to get that e-brake off so I can get the transmission out. So I think we're gonna have to do some more destructive stuff. So we'll probably tackle that tomorrow. I think that's it for today.